Hey everyone, it's Nat from Cherish Cards. Today I have another 2 cards for Leslie from Little Bits. So we're going to use some 2 more cards from Once Upon a Christmas by Uniquely Creative. This stencil from Paper Rose with Snowflake. It's a snowflake stencil. Some more little die cuts from the pack from Uniquely Creative. Again, it's Once Upon a Christmas. And we're going to use this, I think it was Speckled Egg. Speckled Egg. I haven't written it down actually for some weird reason. Speckled Egg embossing. It's not embossing. Oh my gosh. Speckled Egg Distress Oxide. Okay. So this first card is a very, very simple card. It's very basic and straightforward. So we're going to use a blending tool and just put some snowflakes down. Now I'm trying to be careful not to do half a snowflake. So that's why I kept on looking at it and just double checking. I'm going to place these down, figure out our placing. We're going to put some foam dots on the back of them and raise them up, and then using a multi-liner, Copic multi-liner as a 0.3 pen, because they have lots of different tips, we're going to draw in the string, the twine, the string, whatever you wish to call it. Basically, that's pretty much going to be the card. We're going to add a little, we're using a black glaze pen. We're going to apply some very controlled dots, and we're going to put a sentiment. We've already done the stencil now. We're going to put a sentiment on. So there's not much I can really tell you about this card. The next card is a little bit more in depth, but even then it's a pretty easygoing little card. Now I'm just putting my little string in there and just making sure that with that bottom one, that it goes up through, or sort of behind the front, the top little bauble. So this is Paper Rose, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's a Christmas sentiment stamp, and it's got lots of little bits and pieces. I will figure that out, and in my blog post down below I'll let you know what it is, but it's only a very small little sentiment. And we're going to put that onto a card base after stamping this with some black VersaFine. And yeah, after the glaze pen, that's going to be pretty much it. I don't even think I put much stickles or anything on this card. No, I do not. So this is the way to put black specks on it without losing control for the little overzealous people. Anyway, on to the next card. We've got these Australian nesting rectangles that we're going to die cut a little frame out of, using some washi tape to hold those down. And just going to position the other one in the center and just try and make it as pretty much as square as I can. It's not square, it's a rectangle. I'm having a special day. Anywho, so we're going to die cut that. What I'm actually going to do is I forget to put the acetate on this. So I'm going to use that larger rectangle again later on and die cut a piece of acetate, which you're going to find it really, really hard to see, of course, because, you know, it's acetate. So we're coming back a different day. We have this Stickles Supernova Stickles, this gel, Ranger Stickles gel. It is bizarre. Let's just say it's not the same texture as a normal glitter gel or embossing paste or anything else. It's really hair jelly. Let's just say that. Really hair jelly. Now I'm trying not to scrape too much off here, and I'm using a bit of Glad Press and Seal to seal up my container, and we're going to let that dry. How cool is that? That's really, it comes out super pretty. There's lots of different colors with these. Some of them black, some of them have stars, some of them have little straight glitter. Some of them have. There you go. So you can see that I've forgotten to put my acetate on there. What I'm going to, so I've die cut another rectangle frame, put a bit of glue and being super careful and just having it right near the edges so it doesn't ooze into the window area. And then I'm going to put my other frame. So just layer it up. If you totally stuff it up and forget to put your acetate on, because you know we get engrossed, layer it up with another piece of acetate, another piece of cardstock. So I've already applied my foam on that. I did that off camera so to save you a little bit of time. And that's going to be our window. We're just going to hold that down for a minute, make sure it doesn't move. And that's our panel that we did just before. So I had all these postage stamps, die cuts, and I don't know what on earth I'm going to do with these. So decided to put them into a little shaker. And we've got quite a few different ones there, and some are doubled up, some just only have one. But I decided we're going to whack all of them in. So I glued 2 down to the back panel, just so it doesn't matter how you shake it or what happens, then it doesn't matter. We've got some uniquely creative snowflake sequins, snowy sequins, sorry, it's called snowy sequins. So it's got little silver sequins, it's got little white snowflakes, it's got clear snowflakes. It's a really pretty little blend. That one's from Uniquely Creative as well. Take off our foam backing, of our foam, should we say, and my little rubbish bin, and pop those down. Just going to remove that off there because I don't want to glue my panel onto my back piece in case I don't get lined up perfectly. And there's our shaker. He's so cool. This paper range is out of the same range, and I just decided that it's just not good. So I've got this Tailored Expression simple strips, and this is the Christmas ones. If you've ever seen these are really good. Leslie's was gonna try and get them in, I think, at some point. One foul swoop, you can stamp out a whole heap of sentiments. Another run past the through the Big Shot, and you're done. You're done and dusted, and so it's really, really great. I decided that the spotty paper was just not good enough for back of our card, so we've changed it over to this pretty little blue flowery panel. So it's 14.4 by 10 centimeters. I'm going to glue that down. I've glued the edge of my sentiment, just the edge, so there's no glue in that center bit. Well, it will be, because clearly it's not quite glued just yet. Anywho, this card is for Leslie at Little Bits, so I will tag her down below. She has a nice little Facebook page. Maybe I should tag that as well. But she can help you to get hold of whatever needs that you so wish. And she is awesome at remembering things. I'll tell you that now. Next weekend, next Saturday, join me. We're actually going to be live on the From Picture to Page Facebook group, I think it is. Next weekend we have the show that would normally have gone ahead in Sandown here in Melbourne, Australia. So we're going to do some demonstrations. Now, Leslie is not terribly confident with things and with technology type of things, so she has asked me to be involved in that. So we're going to have a play with some alcohol inks in Christmas baubles, so we'll show you another little trick. Anyway, take care. I shall talk to you next week.